Hello everybody, this is Kimchi Crypto. Today I'm going to talk about when to sell everything. Just one indicator. What do you recommend? Let's dive in. Firstly, SBI Holdings and Chiliz to set up joint venture in Japan for sports fan tokens, which is interesting news. The SBI Digital Asset Holdings and Chiliz plan to set up a joint venture in Japan. This collaboration aims to induce Japanese sports fans into the global token-based community, especially soccer. This joint venture seeks to provide token-based sporting experience and rewards for Japanese fans. And Chili's currently hosts 82 fan tokens and has more than 150 sports partners globally, according to its website. An SBI Group, established in 1999, is a Japanese financial conglomerate with over 50 million customers globally, and they teamed up to boost the Web3, especially sports. And SBI partnered with Circle last November, meaning Circle is collaborating with SBI Holdings to expand its stablecoin USDC presence in Japan. So, which is a good sign for both sides. As for Chili's, well, when you take a look at the CME, the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, it's one of the largest derivatives exchanges in the world, and they made their crypto benchmark. This is for their crypto index. Why do they make crypto index? It is for global investors to buy crypto index funds later on, just like S&P 500, just like Nasdaq. They just so that every single investor in the world to invest into the those crypto index funds later. So one of them is Chiliz, and this is, I think, the best in Spotify crypto projects out there. Anyway, SEC argues $2 billion penalty against Ripple is needed, whereas Ripple argues that only $10 million of fine would be enough for them. SEC has said that Ripple should pay close to $2 billion in fines for selling XRP to its institutional investors, whereas Ripple has argued that figure should be closer to $10 billion. There is a huge gap between the two parties regarding the fine amount. But here's my thoughts. Regardless of those fine amounts, once this SEC and Ripple lawsuit is over, it's been almost 3 years now. Once it's done, XRP price could skyrocket. The problem is when. For sure, nobody can predict the end date of this SEC Ripple lawsuit. But once it's done, XRP as well as Stellar, the price of these tokens can outperform any crypto. But here's it. We need to endure for, I don't know, for several more months, but I think this is for certain. And the theme of this video is when to sell everything, every single crypto. The one indicator is Bitcoin dominance. And when you take a look at the Bitcoin dominance in early 2017, it was almost 96%, which was amazingly high Bitcoin dominance at that time. And it fell down to 38% by the end of 2017, which was the first old season we remember. And Bitcoin dominance went up to 71% in early 2021, but this dominance fell down to 40% in the late of 2022 and 2023. It went up to 55%. Current level of Bitcoin dominance is around 55%, which is very relatively higher than the the previous bottom. So here's a question, whether it's going to go down directly down to 40% or is it going to go up? Nobody knows for sure, but I think it ultimately will go down to 40%. So when to sell, just one indicator to check out, that's the Bitcoin dominance. The Bitcoin dominance top has been lower and lower and lower, 96%, and it goes down to 71% and 55%. And the bottom was somewhat similar. It was around 40%. This was the bottom of Bitcoin dominance every single cycle. The current Bitcoin dominance level is around 55%. Whether it goes to 60% or 65%, who knows? I don't know. But in the end, the Bitcoin dominance can go down to 40%, maybe even lower in a year or year and a half years later. So when Bitcoin dominance becomes around 40%, that's when the altcoins are very, very overvalued, meaning that's the end of this cycle. That is when we need to sell our crypto assets. So we cannot predict the exact top or bottom in this cycle. Who knows? But what I know is when Bitcoin dominance goes down to early 40% or below even 40%, like 39, 37, be ready to sell your coins at various price levels. Bitcoin dominance 40%. That's when you need to exit the market for the time being. Thank you for listening.